What's going on, everybody? It's me, your boy, the Barmeister. I'm back for another quick video. So I just finished reading JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 8, JoJolian in the manga, and I just wanted to talk about it for a minute here, because I literally just finished like 30 seconds ago. Um, and I just want to talk about just everything, kind of. Um, so JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 8 was definitely really good. I liked the first like 70 chapters a lot more than I liked basically the entirety of Steel Ball Run. I don't know why. It just like kind of was like the perfect story for me for a while, like the kind of the mystery about the Rokakaka and shit going on that all kind of clicked with me. But I feel like the ending there, the pacing just kind of got a little slow and all over the place, and at times I felt the action was a little hard to follow. That could just be a fault of my own. I'm not entirely sure, but I feel like one of the best aspects of Steel Ball Run, one of the best aspects of Steel Ball Run was just how smooth everything kind of flowed together. Although I don't know if I prefer Part 8 to Part 7 or vice versa yet. I thought I was going to. I was definitely thinking it might be top 3 parts, but I don't know. I feel like the ending, like those last like 20 chapters, were a real slog at times, but overall, I still think it was really good. I'd recommend it. I have to say, I think the stands in Part 8 were way better than the stands in Part 7. Tusk was cool, and um, Scary Monsters, and Sugar Mountain. Those are like the only ones I can really remember liking a lot. But other than that, I think Paisley Park is probably one of my new favorite stands ever. The design is super great. Um, its powers are really interesting and really cool, and I really liked it. Paisley Park was great. I liked Soft and Wet, Paper Moon, King, fucking. Oh God, I can't remember what Norisuke stand was called again. Oh my God, how can I can't believe I can't remember what it was called. Oh shit. Can't believe I can't remember what it's called. Sorry, I dropped my phone. Can't believe I can't remember what it was called. But there's some other great ones too. I can't remember what the stand was called, but Shakedown Road. And you've got other cool ones too. I don't know why I'm trying to blank on all the names now. But I felt the action was Speed King was pretty cool. I can't remember what Jozu's stand was called, but it was really neat too. I liked a lot of the stands. They were really cool and interesting and awesome. Especially freaking Wonder of You. That was great. I I think Part Eight's ending had something that I wish Part Seven's had, and it was more conclusive. Like I felt that them bringing spoilers for Part 7 and 8, by the way. You're watching the video, you probably already seen it, so your fault, I guess. But I felt Part 7 dragged on too long with its final parts. Like when they brought Diego back, I was like, yeah, it's cool to see the world and stuff again, but I I he didn't really have any agency on the plot for a while, and so having Funny Valentine be that like kind of bad guy who was running everything the entire time, and we knew that, and it was all building up to that confrontation to when he will lose. I felt them just bringing Diego back in to like, go longer in the race was kind of lame. Like, I also felt like Gyro's arc kind of amounted to nothing. Like, everything he worked for ended up being pointless in the end because he died, and then Um, and then he died, and then freaking Johnny didn't even win the race. I think it could have been great if he had won and was like, dude, Gyro Zeppeli was my best friend, dude. He was such a gamer, dude. Free that kid, dude. And then the kid got free anyway, and then he just died like 2 years later. It's like everything he worked for was ended up being pointless. But I felt all the side characters in part 8, like they all had their own like kind of like their personalities were really distinct, and they weren't so ingrained with the plot that I wanted to see a lot of them have like their big success moment, where where what they worked for came true or something like that. Like, I don't know. I think Jobin should have been the villain, because like halfway through the story they were building up to that. Then him just dying to whatever his name is, guy Wonder of You guy. I just finished reading it. I'm bad at names. Him just dying to him, I felt kind of devalued the story. I'm a big fan of the villain that makes the story good, like Dio in part 3, and his like looming presence. Like, we know that it's all building up to their confrontation, but we don't really know who the bad guy is. Like, I was expecting Jobin to be the bad guy. Like, that's who the last person was going to be. That's who Josuke had to battle. But it was the Wonder of You guy instead, which he was really great. But I kind of wish he was in the story more. Like, if he was built up as the bad guy, like from the beginning or like halfway through, like when all the rock people are dying, they'll like talk about their boss guy, like they did with um fucking Diavolo. He was being built up as this is the final challenge, but we had like no indication of who that was going to be until near the end of the story. It's not really like a huge thing. I still really liked part 8. I'm excited for part 9. But what do you guys think? Tell me in the comments or whatever. I hope you enjoyed my kind of ramblings. I might make another video in a couple days when I've kind of seeped in more of the story. But yeah, I hope Josuke and them come back in part 9. Considering the way that they ended it, I feel like even if he doesn't, I feel like he's gonna have a flashback like Johnny did. I know I just thought about this, but it seems like he's gonna go try to find another Rokaka to save Holly. So I wonder where that's gonna go. Jobin's dead. I'm glad Tsurugi's still alive. I liked him a lot. He has a cool stand. I hope we see Yasuo more because she was pretty gamer. Anyways,